Hey, Naja. Hello.
Hello. What's up?
Not a whole lot. Excuse me.
That's good.
They want to do a biopsy of my uterus next Thursday.
Oh, fantastic.
Yeah. But according to the ultrasound, there's a thickening in the lining, which I'm like, how? I'm like losing everything. How the hell's there a thickening?
I mean, that's what menstrual cycle is, but I
Uh-huh.
don't know.
It still hasn't stopped.
I believe it.
She's, the gynecologist was looking at the results of my blood test and stuff. Said, well, it's not dangerously low, but yes, your iron is low enough you should feel it. I'm like, no shit, really?
Christ.
Yeah, Larry got us some paint to paint the walls and ceilings because they had to do some patching. And I feel real bad, but I told Larry, I says, well, I still want to do it, but I'm afraid if I get up on a ladder and hit a dizzy spell, I'm going to have an accident. So
Well, don't do it
that's why I
now.
haven't. That's why I haven't started. I figured once I get this mess straightened out,
Yeah, I mean, you have time.
you know. And he actually bought his pink paint. I am so geeked.
Oh, Jesus Christ. I mean, I'm gonna tell you right now, I'm 200% not surprised. I mean, I'm surprised he went with it, but I'm not surprised.
It's awesome. But yeah, the ceiling in the bathroom upstairs in our bedroom needs painting because they had to do some patches, and they smeared some of the mud from the on the walls because there was a couple places.
Yeah.
But so, well, and the energy comes back and the dizziness stops. I get to paint the upstairs bathroom, our bedroom, and the hallway down the stairs. Because remember, Buddy did the patches on the walls.
Poorly, yes.
We got to sand that off, and the bathroom and the hallway is going to be pink.
Of course it is.
Awesome. Yes. But I told him, I said, I feel kind of bad because I want to do it. I've been wanting to do it, but I'm afraid with the way shit's going and the dizzy spells and stuff, I'm going to have to wait.
Well, yeah. I mean, obviously, we've been there for how many years now?
Yeah.
It can wait a little longer.
Yeah. Yeah, he actually got us some those doodly doos that go in the railing on the stairs.
Like what?
The I don't know what you call them things. Remember the railing on the stairs is missing some of those stick thingies.
Oh, okay, I gotcha.
Yeah, he got us a few to replace the ones that are gone.
Well, you might as well paint those pink too.
Well, I think we'll paint them either metallic silver or metallic gold.
Well, since the stairs themselves are brown, I would say gold. It would look better.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
Besides, it'll be fancy.
Yes. Yes, I get to sand all that stuff and paint them. Also thinking about getting some of that texturizing floor paint they come out with and redo all the crappy brown paint that's on the floors and steps and whatnot in black.
No, it's fair. I mean, again, it'll look better.
Yeah.
At this point, you might as well leave it brown. Maybe scrape off like the top layer and then use that shit. Because otherwise, you're gonna be there scraping paint for the next 7 years.
That's true.
Since he painted like even with the floor in the hardwood floor in my room, there's like 7 coats of paint on there. You can feel it. It's disgusting.
It's got that plastic feeling overcoating. It's like, bleh.
Yeah. I mean, I'm kind of spoiled here because we have hardwood floors everywhere, but in the TV room where I am now, yeah, no, everywhere else has, yeah, this is the only room in the house that's carpet.
Really?
Yeah. Everywhere else is hardwood floor. And it's pretty. It's pretty. It's cold as balls, so I'm glad I James has thick socks, and I wear his socks. And he's like...
Well, you have slippers too, so...
Oh, yeah, no. I use those too. But otherwise, like early in the morning when I'm the first one awake, because usually I am, I just wear the socks so that they don't make a hellacious noise going through the house. But yeah, I have the only I have the only carpeted room in the house. And it's not like the thick carpet either. It's like checker pattern, like small checkers. Like it's all one color. It's not like, you know, different colors. But,
so it's kind of textured.
Kinda. It's not like super comfortable as far as carpets go, but I mean it does what it's supposed to. So. Also, I'm going to apologize now. I'm not in the best of moods today. This started last night, unfortunately. D&D last night was not great for me. Because I got pissed off, and I was pissed off for the rest of the night.
That's not good.
I'm not gonna get into it, but the short version is, it's the same stupid bullshit a different day. And I'm fed the fuck up with it.
Oh shit.
I mean, I chewed the boys' ass last night. So, that's like a third of the issue solved, but I'm fed the fuck up with having to, when I see the same shit every week.
Yeah.
They were supposed to have talked about their issues and move the fuck on, and like one of the three of them have. The rest of them continue the same shit every week.
Yeah, that's not good.
Yeah, and I'm fucking done. I've been here for 7 months, and I see the same damn shit, and it pisses me off. And I said that to the boys last night, among other things, but...
Well, hopefully they can get their shit straightened out.
I don't have high hopes, but we will see. And I had gin, and I was not an angry... Well, I was an angry bitch, but I was angry anyway. I wasn't a righteous cunt about it. Because I did warn James, and then I poured gin, because I'm dumb, and I didn't realize it was gin until he's like, "You smell like gin." I'm like, oh, well.
Well, that would explain what let the dragon out, eh?
No, I was pissed off before that. I mean, maybe it made it easier, I guess.
Just kind of gave it a little boost.
Yeah. Akash, though, bless his heart, because he sits next to me. He actually sat on my left before, but for reasons he swapped places with me at my request, and but he still sits beside me, and I got he kind of realized that I was pissed off, so he was like, "Yeah, I think May has a sinus headache." I used that same excuse last week because one of the other people, that's the other one that sits on my left, is so loud they give me a headache. So I'm like, I have a sinus headache. This needs to stop. I'm nice about it. I could just tell him to shut the fuck up, but no one wants to deal with that. So we don't. Okay, that looks like crap. Let's fix this. This was supposed to be done last week, but since Mixer and Restreamio had an argument, apparently, I wasn't able to do it.
I keep popping back and forth. He said you was going to stream the next day and still nothing. I'm like, no.
Well, that's because they hadn't fixed their bullshit, so. They fixed it by Tuesday, which was great, but they didn't fix it. I don't know when they finally fixed it.
Because I was all set to apologize for running late because I finally got to go finish my Christmas shopping. And I'm like, I didn't want to miss your stream. And then I looked, I'm like, oh. Okay, well, she didn't stream anyway. I'm good.
Yeah. Naja. Well, thank you for that. I mean, I should probably just be like, it looks like shit to me, I guess. But I don't know. And no. I didn't get a chance to. I should have said something in the chat, but it escaped me.
Obviously, I was like, oh god, I'm running late. And I
Man.
looked and I was like, oh, she ain't streaming, so that wasn't late after all. Yay.
Yeah. Oh, so I was going to tell you. So last week, did I tell you that I went down there to because one of the manager, well, I know her fairly well at this point, but the manager that I know told me to come back and talk to the other manager, right?
Uh-huh.
Well, I did that Tuesday. So before the stream, I walked down there to go and talk to the other manager. Ow, I just bit my tongue, fuck.
That's not good.
It's a bad habit. Anyway, so I went in there and I talked to, one of the lady behind the counter was another one who seems to really like me. So I'm like, yay.
That's
And I'm like, I bought my cigars and I'm like, hey, is the manager in? And she's like, oh yeah, they're in the office talking or whatever. I'm like, okay, cool. So, so she goes and she lets them know that I'm here and whatnot. And I go in there and the other manager is one that I know, but my one and only impression of this woman wasn't all that great. Now, when I first met that one, by that time I'd been going there not long enough that they didn't ask me for my ID, so I stopped carrying my wallet whenever I'd go with James, and he was going, whenever he was going to be the one getting stuff, because they all seen me, they've seen my ID a million fucking times, so yeah. I'm just like, I stopped carrying it, and she happened to be there that day, and she heard me talk to him because he asked me a question. And she refused to sell them to us because I didn't have my ID, which is fine. But the way she said it to me kind of pissed me off a little bit. I mean, I have no ill will towards the woman, but I was just kind of like, wow, really? So that was the one and only time that I ever had to, to speak with her. Like, I have no ill will toward this woman. So I walk in and I'm surprised because I'm like, I don't know who the other manager is up until that point. And so when I walk in there and I see her, I'm like, oh, great. I mean, I wasn't an asshole to her, so there's no reason for her to, have anything like that. But, she shakes my hand and she's like, oh, yeah, no, I have the positions filled or whatever. If you're really serious about this, try one of the other ones that are in the area. Okay, the next closest two are literally an hour walking distance from here. That's not happening.
Yeah, no.
So I'm like, cool, I'll do that. No, I had zero intention of doing that. And so a few nights later, I go back in because I walk down there when I'm in pain because it's far enough that, I can work the knots out of my back by the time I get there and back. It's literally about a 15-minute walk. Or, I'm sorry, 25-minute round trip. 12 and a half up, 12 and a half back. I did time it. But, I went in there. It was like, I want to say it's like 12:30, something like that. And the manager that, the one that I'm that I'm decently friends with, I suppose, was there. And she goes, "Hey!" And I was like, "Hey!" She goes, I knew I shouldn't have, I told her she shouldn't have let you leave." And I'm like, "What?" So apparently there's shenanigans going on that the other manager is now aware of, and there's supposed to be, there's probably going to be a position opening up in the next couple of weeks. And she told me that she would let me know about it and stuff. Which, fuck yeah.
Nice.
Because she knows how close I live. Because again, she was the one who gave me the 7/16 gauges. So she has come here. She knows how close I live, and whatnot. Plus, she seems to like me. So yay. But
that's good.
Oh yeah. I'm pretty much cool with all of them that work there. Even the one weird dude.
Well, there's gonna be at least one.
Yeah.
And every business I've ever worked at, there's always just that one. You either want to string them up or beat the thunder out of them or something. There's always just one.
No, he one weird dude, yeah. No, he tried to flirt with me until James came in. Because it's enough of a distance that sometimes he needs to, take a sit before he can move on.
Yeah.
And I'm like, that's all right. I'll just be I'll be a couple of minutes. And I guess, he was ready to move again. So he comes in just as this dude's trying to flirt with me, and I about lost my shit. Is it you? Is it you? I don't know, man. Is it you? You silly. But after that, I didn't see him for a while, and I was like, well, maybe he got fired or whatever. The very next time I saw him, it was during the day, and he was wearing the full uniform, including the hat, which none of them wear.
Mm-hmm.
And he was with one of the other employees, and he spoke to me very stiffly, he was being polite or whatever, he didn't want to get in trouble. And I was just like, somebody told he was doing something he shouldn't have been doing. Somebody told on him. And I didn't see him behind the register behind the counter by himself for a hot minute. I don't know what happened. Something happened. Hey, I mean, it works. God. And maybe so? I don't know. I mean, that's kind of... that's a matter of opinions thing, though. But you gotta embrace your weird. That's fair.
Oh, they sound fun. Sticky notes.
Sticky notes?
Go into somebody's cubicle and cover everything with sticky notes.
Right.
That would be funny.
It totally would. What is this song, seriously? I mean, I can't really call it that. More like, what is this melody? But whatever. Oh yeah, it totally was. Yeah, it totally fucking was. Oh, I didn't do that. Alright. How in the shit? Oh. No, really, how is that attached? I am very confused. Well, we're about to attach it to her dress because that makes zero fucking sense otherwise. We can all excuse my horrible drawing for that. Whoa. There. I got all the details I was supposed to now. Hooray! That hand is really big. Actually, that's fine the way it is. Fine. Well, that wasn't intentional. Cool. I'm tired.
Hmm.
Sure. Hi. Yeah, it's going. I'm considering the best way to bring all of this stuff up, or more or less coerce all of them to come over so I can yell at them. Wait, what? No, not at all. And I just realized you sent me a message, so. Oh my god, that's super cute. And no, not that. Yeah. Okay, I figured out what the problem is here. And I also understand that her eyes are really big, but the intent is to make that figure. I mean, that's fair, but my intent is to make this figure look more innocent, which is really difficult for my art style, but it's a part of the commission, so I kind of have to. What? Christ. Yeah. Honestly, that's a really difficult concept for me to grasp with my art style. But whenever I do art for this particular person, I have to attempt it. So.
Sorry, I like Cringe and Ice.
I'm not worried about it. It's not loud like you're chewing cud in everyone's ear.
Well, that's good anyway.
Yeah, I don't want to hear it, so. You're fine.
Yeah, it was interesting when we went out for Joe's birthday. The waitress was like, "Crunch and Ice, are you?" I said, "Yeah." She goes, "Low in iron?" I'm like, yeah, how'd you know?
Hey, Fluff Fat, how are you doing? Yeah, I don't know why that's a thing, but apparently that's a thing.
Mm.
She pegged you real easy.
I was like, whoa, okay,
Did you Google that and figure out, like, what that's about?
No.
I mean,
I already know that, like, lethargy and feeling weak and dizziness and that kind of thing is a side effect of anemia. I didn't know chomping ice was also a clue.
yeah. I don't know.
I love chomping ice.
Yeah, big puffy lips. I know. They're like they're bigger on some. Like these ones are kind of small. Well, about as small as I allow myself to go, because after a while they get when they're too small, it just throws the whole face off, and I'm like, what? Then again, I think even the males that I occasionally draw have big old lips. I ain't upset about that though.
But the big puffy lips on that one kind of balances out the humongous eyes.
Yeah. Yeah. I like big old lips. I mean, to be fair, I do try to tone them down, especially for dudes, because then they, like, because, I don't know. I'm still not the best at drawing dudes. I try my best. I call it a win if they actually come out looking masculine.
Oh, you've drawn some pretty hotties.
I know. And, like, Garrick.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, they were all mad at me. I still giggle about it.
I'm still passing out your cards, too.
Yeah, but there comes a point when it's not a femboy and it's straight up it's like a chick trying to be a dude, and that's different. Cause I get irritated with myself when it comes out like that. Cause like I would love to be very good at drawing dudes. I'm not. Luckily, there is an artist that I know that's like, yeah, look, here, have this line art pack. And I was like, oh, fuck yeah, it has dudes. Like your sister? Well, I mean, I don't know, man. I will have to take your word on that. But, you know. And there's nothing wrong with that either, but when I'm trying to do, like, a manly man, because that's what I envision in my head, and he comes out looking like a chick that just so happens to be trying to be masculine, I get a little frustrated. Like the last male I did, like He-Man, not quite like that. Although, I think Garrick is about as close as I got to that. But hold on. I like this. Like he came out more or less the way I wanted him to when it loads for you guys. I really like Garrick. By the power of Grayskull. Like, yeah. Garrick came out pretty much the way I wanted him to. His basic body, so the arms that are crossed over his chest, and his head shape, like the basic pose, is by a friend of mine. Everything else was me. And thank you. However, let me see if I can... The last guy that I drew, or that I did rather, not that. I wish you guys could see how many goddamn folders I have. It's terrible. But this guy, he came out far more feminine than I wanted him to. His body's great. His face is not so great. And it upsets me. But
Jasper was pretty hot too.
Oh god, Jasper though. Right?
Uh-huh.
Fucking bah. I gotta remember which folder that's in. Jesus Christ. Yeah. What did I do with them? No. Shit. Oh wait, I know where. Yeah. Wow, that's terribly small. Anyway, this guy looks better. It's like hit and miss. Every other time that I do a dude, he looks great. Other times they just look terrible.
Yeah,
I wish it was more consistent, but it isn't. Oh. Yeah. Then again, I guess Blaine didn't come out too bad.
Yeah.
But what in the actual shit? No, moving on.
Oh, did you hear they're re-releasing Deadpool 2?
No, why?
It's been all over the radio. They're gonna be it's gonna be another one. They're gonna name it Once Upon a Deadpool.
Oh,
they're re-releasing Deadpool 2 as a PG-13.
Oh, that I heard. Go ahead.
They're paying homage to the Princess Bride bedtime story thing.
Okay, that I can tolerate that because I love the Princess Bride, but
Oh, they actually got the actor that played the kid in The Princess Bride, and well, the commercials on the radio have been hilarious, but apparently they're going to re-release Deadpool 2 as Once Upon a Deadpool.
I mean, honestly, that's just a cash grab, but that's whatever. Okay, so this is just a royalty-free playlist on YouTube. I mean, it's not ultimately not going to matter because YouTube's gonna catch the fucking the ID numbers and bitch at me anyway. But I've kind of stopped giving a shit, to be honest, because they've already taken the fact that, like, because my channel on YouTube is small, I can't monetize anything because of fucking morons. So there's that. And then Windows has taken the media player from Windows 10 as of a few months back. So any of the royalty-free music that I had on there, I can't use. So I've trashed all of it because there's no reason for it to take up space on my computer if I can't use it. Yeah, pretty much. That's pretty much what happened. And it's just like, what? It's like, ugh. They honestly disgust me at this point. But, so, there's that. And then God forbid you play any music at all, because, I'm sorry, I don't want to sit here in silence whenever I have nothing fucking to say. And nobody wants to hear me eat, or, not eat, chew my gum or breathe. That's fucking weird. But you can't really, like, you really can't listen to music anymore because they're just like, it's copyrighted. Okay, that's great. Yeah, every time, every fucking time. When the whole adpocalypse thing happened and the flagging started real hard, they started demonetizing my old videos because they're not, you know, quote unquote family friendly. Number one, my channels have never been family friendly. Number two, there was no reason for them to flag any of it. It's not like there was, like, I don't know, nudity anywhere. There wasn't. Like, there was zero reason for them to flag any of it. But they started flagging them one by one, so I just turned to monetization off because I had I had the ability then, because I'm like, why should I, I can't monetize them anyway because they're going to just demonetize them and I won't make any money. Besides, you make, like, cents. Like, everyone's like, the fact that people can end up making millions or whatever on YouTube is completely hilarious to me. Because you have to go constantly on YouTube to stay relevant for people to still give a fuck about your channel. Like, daily. Sometimes multiple times daily. I don't have the attention span for that, for starters. Second of all, like, they pretty much do everything within their power to make sure that your shit is not seen if you're a small channel, regardless of what you do. And it is just like, after the crap happened where smaller channels basically got the shaft because of one idiot posting videos posting a video he should never have posted ever, and the whole thing has become a shit show. I honestly hate streaming on YouTube because while there's 300 and some odd people that are subscribed to my channel, no one watches it because, like, it doesn't show up. 9 times out of 10, people will unsubscribe to your channel because of the algorithm, not because they actually unsubscribed. And there's nothing you can do about it. Yeah. And they pretty much use whatever tactic they can to shaft you, and it's honestly ridiculous. I really like streaming to Mixer. I stream to Mixer more often than YouTube because you guys are much more fun to hang out with and whatnot than fucking YouTube. And I can listen to whatever goddamn music I want to.
They decided to be assholes.
Nah. I mean, that's everywhere, but of course they do. And yes, you are. What? Oh. But just fire. She has the biggest, most terrifying eyes, and it's not my fault.
She can see your soul.
She can probably see the infinite universes too, through your fucking soul. But the person. Okay, this is a commission that someone ordered for me. It's her and her friend. I'm supposed to be making the smaller figure look more innocent. Looks like that's awesome and terrifying. You could swat flies with your eyelashes if they're that big. Jesus. I mean, I say that with love, but it's also potentially terrifying. But she likes to go for a more innocent innocent look, which I am 200%. I mean, fair. 200% not my forte. But she orders so infrequently for this friend that I don't have much practice with it. And she's like, just try your best. And I'm like, well, I mean, you're paying me, so okay. Don't get me wrong, I love Cortex, but I hate doing this. I hate doing these things because I can't get it to look innocent. I make them look like, oh, of course I am. Definitely more mature and into horror shit. So then I get you gotta make her more innocent. I'm like, why? Kill me. I mean, I still get paid for it, so that's great. But when they're starting to look more alien the more I do this, which is my fault entirely, which is completely my fault. I'm not blaming her for that. And she knows. She knows. She's been around it long enough. She's like, yeah, I know, it's not the thing you want to do, but here's this thing. And I'm like, I love you, but why? I mean, there's always that I could challenge myself to do that more often. Maybe I should. I don't know. I mean, next year I plan to challenge myself and do, like, backgrounds and shit by hand. Usually I don't. I mean, every once in a while, maybe I will. But... And it's not because... No, I'm 200% lazy. That's why I don't. Who am I kidding? The worst part of it, though... The worst part of that, though, is I can't see perspective properly. Yeah, and it totally is. I can't see perspective properly. So those things where, you know, it's smaller, farther away, and you know, that type of shit. I can't see it necessarily, and I'm constantly fixing it because I can't see it properly, and then it looks bad, and then I get frustrated. Really? I mean, I'm not saying I'm glad, because that does suck, but I'm glad that someone understands. Because sometimes I've had to explain why a million times, and they're just like, you're weird. Well, yeah, I know, thanks. But that doesn't help. I mean, for this though, I can be grateful that she didn't make me do something ridiculously girly.
Or pastel.
Yeah, Cortex doesn't really make me do pastel. I mean, the last time she got a couple pieces done, she did. For this friend. Mm. But she usually tries to balance it out, because she's not into pastels herself. So there's usually, like, a super goth one and then the pastel, because that's pretty much what I did last time, I believe. And I was like, great, why? I wanted to cry. And she knew it. She knew what she did. She's like, I know, but... I'm like, you're lucky I love you. That's all I gotta say. Also, I'm gonna be super cheaty and not draw that fur the way I want to. Like, the way I should, because it's going to hurt. Ordinarily, I would draw every individual, well, most individual strands of that fur. But today is just not gonna be that day, unfortunately. It kind of depends on what you're looking for. Half bodies are 25, full body is 40. Chibis are anywhere between 5 and 10, 15 if I'm doing it off base. I do pixel art, but that's super on bribe basis because the shit hurts. Why? Sai, stop it. Stop it. Christ. Couples are usually double. Well, no. What did I tell her? Because I already forgot. I don't like to gouge people, and I don't like to tell people wrong information because that's rude. Then again, there are discounts that you can get from me as well. Like, patrons get anywhere between, what is it, 5 and 25, 35, somewhere in there, % off. Nope.
Depending on what level they are.
Yeah. But then again, there's a whole lot of other stuff in there too.
Yeah.
Where is it? Okay. I found it. Now I have to do reverse math. What? No, that's definitely not right. That's also not right. Yeah, no, it was definitely 40. But yeah, Hey Vampiria, since I just looked over, sorry. I have no idea how long you've been there, but I'm sorry, I'm not ignoring you. But, my commissions are generally semi-expensive to offset the Patreon, discounts. Wait, what am I doing? I'm dumb. I can just go get the fucking journal off of DeviantArt. One of these things is not like the other. That's just because I said it. Nope. Don't mind me. I'm dumb. Oh, I was wrong. Busts are 25, half body is 40, full body is 60, and then ref sheets anywhere between 80 and 80 plus, and then creating things from an OC from scratch, which generally is ref sheets, no sheets and stuff, are 100 plus. There you go. Yeah. Okay. Also, good morning. At 3 p.m. Shame on you. What's wrong with you?
You're right. I need to work on that.
I just like to pick on you. You know this. Yeah, that's fair. Yes. I will do that later. I should pay attention to what I'm doing. Wait, what? That doesn't... That makes 0 sense. Let's try that again. Wait, why? That's a little strange. Yeah. I definitely agree. Oh.
They now have a fort.
A backpack fort. I hear that.
Shit! Excuse me.
Bless you. Can you give me some coffee, please? 2 tablespoons of sugar and a little milk, please.
Tea time, eh?
Also, what?
Tea time, eh?
No, coffee. Oh, yeah, no, that's not good. Yes. Because I'm old. I have more gray hairs than my mother. It's terrible.
Which I still think is funny as hell, but yeah. You had a white streak when you were little too, so.
Yeah, but now I'm salt and pepper everywhere.
Oh boy.
I'm
What,
28. What was that?
Snickers from the peanut factory. He said, "Isn't it always tea time, Alice?"
No. Thank you, dear. But yes, the side, because yes, I have gray hairs in my 20s.
And I'm almost 50, and I think I have maybe 2.
Like, I only have 1/3 of my hair left, and so the sides and back are back are shaved, and like both sides. Obviously, I can't see the back. Both sides are just sprinkled with it. Every time we shave my head, I see it. I'm just like, sadness. I see it in the mirror, and I'm just like, how the fuck old am I? Jesus Christ. Maybe. He forgot the sugar. I can taste it.
That's always fun.
I mean, I'll drink it anyway, but I noticed. Frankenstein's like, maybe. And before I forget, I do have a raffle going on in my Discord channel, because as this year comes to a close, I would like to get rid of all of the extra art that didn't sell, that I just have kind of hanging out around my computer. Sure. And So tickets are $3 a piece, or you can do 40 for 15. Wait, 15 for $40. Jesus Christ. And I mean, you can earn them as well. There's this whole thing in my Discord. But it's all good. But there's what? There. I can frickin' do a thing. There are 32 items in this folder. Yeah. Here, let me grab the thing to my Discord, or my channel rather. And that's not what I wanted. Jesus. It's under its own little sub channel. It's called 2018 Raffle that has all the things to it. But yeah, so there's 30 some odd pieces in there. Most of them are DOPs. And basically the idea is I'm trying to get a brand new start for next year. So I will be doing that. There's also a mascot contest. There is supposed to be a writing contest, but I have to fucking think of the prompt. And, yeah. All of these things are fun times to be had, if you are interested. Mascot contest is because I'm mega lazy. And I'm like, I don't know. But this coming year though, when it comes to mascot, I will be drawing the mascot a hell of a lot more than I have done Ms. Lily, which upsets me because I really like Miss Lily. However, I didn't draw her worth a shit. I drew her like maybe twice. That's just shameful on my part.
Oh, good. Maybe to the asylum.
Yay! I also need to figure out how to work the fucking bot. Because Gary was the one doing that, and he's not here anymore, so I need to learn to do it so I can change things. Because I feel like it's a time to change that message.
Yeah.
Oh, nausea. I will give it thought. Oh. Since I can, she'll probably yell at me, but that's okay. I'll accept that yelling at. So, the Phantasmagems, which is a species that I created. I'm actually gonna open both because I can. I'm doing a make your own thing on DeviantArt. I mean, obviously it's for Discord as well. I just haven't bothered to post there yet because Anyway, so one of the things that in order to get to unlock the Nightmare Corruption traits was you had to draw good Christ, what did I name her? Lysithea? Either way, you had to draw her. So Naja has drawn her. And she's super cute. Super cute. And I love her artwork, so. She always yells at me when I show off her artwork and tell her how good she is. Well, too bad, I'm doing it anyway.
Wow.
But, she came out super cute.
Uh-huh.
She's always like, I don't know if you'll like it. I'm like, stop it. Of course I do. And I do. Because it came out of Dorbs. But I plan on working with all of my species this coming year, especially with the world building and, you know, fleshing them out some more and things, because I really want to do that. And I can't decide which one I'm going to focus on to start with. But I think I'm going to start with the Phantasmus because I can. And because I think of all of there's 4 of them. They're the least fleshed out since they're pretty much the newest one. I mean, I do have some ideas for something else, but I don't know if I'm gonna get to that or not. Maybe I will. Depends. And by depends, it basically depends on me having time to put them into production, and I have other things that I need to finish. They do have potential, you're right. And I would love to expand their, look, first off, expand themselves, and their world and whatnot. And I will eventually. I want to make them successful like some of the other species that exist. Although not one in particular, specifically because the owner is kind of sketchy these days and I'm not a fan of that, so. I mean, I guess the traits are pretty much taken care of. I mean, unless you want to think of some other traits to add to it, I will happily have you do that. While I struggle to fucking fix this hands. Oh, hands, you're just so terrible. I know what I'm trying to do. My brain is just not cooperating, unfortunately. Well, I mean, that's starting to look better, I suppose. And then I made it gigantic. Ah. Like, I already shrank it once. I think Mom yawned. Also, I'm not a dude.
Me too neither.
Oh yeah? Did you find out why they took your backpack? Okay, that, aha! Right? I don't either. I mean, that's great. I do not. That's very true. And yeah, I know, dear. Which is pretty cool. I don't know how you do it, but that's still pretty cool. Okay, that's why. What you are studying, dear, that's what's cool. You certainly have more patience than I do when it comes to that. Nothing wrong with that. Well, welcome back, Vampiria. I know how that is, though. Oh yeah? That's pretty cool. I feel like it takes a special type of person for that. And I am not that person, that type of person. I mean, I could be completely bullshitting. I don't know. I don't think I am. I don't explain things very well either. But for those that can, that's pretty cool. That's pretty awesome. I mean, that is and I respect that. That is a hard fucking road. 'Cause kids are fucking assholes. To everybody. Themselves, other people. It's crazy. You would think over time that would get better. It doesn't. I think the special little snowflake kid. Oh, yeah, absolutely. The special little snowflake kids are probably the worst, though. And I'm sorry. I can't deal with people like that. I'm all for people being whoever the fuck and whatever the fuck they want to be. But yeah, I think it's gotten out of hand at this point. Define special snowflake. Those people that self-diagnose themselves with this problem and that problem to get attention. Those that claim they're this and that or whatever just to get attention. Pretty much anyone on the internet that has to tell everyone what their mental problem is. That's a self-diagnosis. Because if you actually have those problems, you're not just going to be like throwing that shit out there. It's no one's business but your own. Those people that identify as things that are completely impossible. Yeah, actually, I think you said that before. There's nothing wrong with that. But that's not what I mean. I suppose, and it's usually the most common ones, like I'm bipolar, or I have this, or I have that. Why? Why do you feel the need to tell people that? If it's not relevant or necessary, why?
And the dipshits that get offended by every little thing.
No.
Could be classified in that special little snowflake thing.
Yeah, no, I agree. Those that get offended for every damn thing under the sun.
Mm-hmm.
It makes no sense. It really does. It really doesn't, I should say. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Also, there's the other type of special snowflake that I have to deal with constantly on a weekly basis. The ones that constantly have a problem and they make it everyone else's problem because they refuse to do anything about it, but constantly want to whine about it. And every time help is suggested, whether it be, going to a doctor or seeing a therapist, or, anything like that, the answer is always no, this, that, whatever. Okay? Then shut the fuck up, because no one wants to hear you whining. But we have to. Weekly. And that's a part of my grievances that I will be telling all of them about, because I'm sick of it. And so are a lot of the rest of us. I just have to be the mean one and actually say it. And that's fine, because I'm tired of it. And it's going to go over about as well as molasses in a water well. And my pen is doing that thing again. Great. Yes. Now, this person is an adult, believe it or not. They are an adult. All of their issues are things that can be taken care of if they gave enough of a fuck. But that involves, you know, actually doing something. It's to the point where this person makes a comment and everyone else is like, okay. Like, we don't acknowledge the fact that this person says these things. And
Yeah,
that's
they're just
the whole
sounds like
situation
they're
is not
just
okay, to be honest.
trying to get attention, so
Yeah, that's all it is. And we're all done, so that's just the way it is.
yeah, I'm gonna have to jump off of here for a minute. I need to run to the store and get a couple things.
Okay.
I'll come back in if I get back in. You're still streaming.
Okay.
I'll see you after a bit.
Alright. Oh yeah, because it's like almost 6 for you.
Yep.
see it. Oh god, hiccups.
Hello.
Hello.
Sorry about the delay.
What's up?
I just totally forgot to get on Discord. It was just absolute brain fart.
GG, love, GG.
Yeah.
She kinda does, doesn't she? I mean, that's not a bad thing. She totally does. That's awesome. Man, I haven't messed with any of that. I haven't messed with those things in forever. That is super funny though. Really? I would do that.
What'd you do?
Erased part of the hat.
Ah.
Ooh. No, I haven't either, but I want to.
Oh. And now I want Mongolian barbecue. Why'd you do this? I used to eat there every other day. Like,
Okay.
it was the place I'd go after lunch, or for lunch at school, because there was one right next to campus.
I'm not jealous at all. Promise.
You should be. It was great.
That's so rude, James. You're so mean.
Don't worry, we'll go soon.
Oh yeah? That's awesome. Whew. Sorry, yawns. I will admit that that is adorable, even if you have no idea why. Okay. Alright, I'm gonna stop for today because my hand is killing me already. And I still have the whole second figure to do and some more detailing on the first. Yeah, but bacon's the best, man. But, thank you guys for coming and hanging out while I worked on this. This is a commission, so this belongs to someone. It is not for sale or anything like that. I stream right now. I'm streaming twice a week. I'm doing adopts on Tuesdays, and on Saturday, because we had to move it. Saturdays, I do stuff like this. Oh, fair enough, fair enough. Well then, doubly congratulations on that. Whew. I am currently taking commissions. Not as many as I usually would, because I am on the hunt for another job. And as soon as I find something, things will have to change on that. So there will probably be an announcement somewhere about it. In the meantime, if you want to order commission, by all means. I am doing I'm doing custom chibis on Tuesday. So if you are interested in that, there is a post in on my Discord about it. And yeah, they will be done on Tuesday. There will be one that is, well, what am I talking about? Never mind. Words are hard. Sorry. If you want, if you'd like, you can follow me on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter, as well as DeviantArt. All my links are in the description beneath both videos. For those of you that don't know, I do stream to Mixer and to YouTube on Saturdays. I will never remember that crap. Jesus. So, yes, so you are able to watch either on YouTube or on Mixer, whichever, or both. I mean, that's weird, but I do have a merch shop in which I do sometimes, actually, in this coming year I will probably be doing far more of it than I have been. Yes, Saturday and Tuesdays. But I do have a merch shop if that is something that interests you. The link to my Spreadshirt shop is in the descriptions. In the coming year, I will be doing more things with that. I do plan on making, after the new mascot is created, etc., I will be doing a design. We'll probably do that on stream, honestly. Probably do that on stream. So there will be a design with the new mascot for this coming year. I'm honestly looking forward to it. This should be some fun. This coming year's mascot will be completely well, if anyone decides that they want to participate in it. If not, then I'll figure out what it'll end up being, which makes me sad. I'm hoping somebody will be interested in it. But either way, like I said, thank you for coming and hanging out while I worked on this. I do hope that you guys have a wonderful weekend, and I will see you on Tuesday. Bye.
Bye-bye.